At the eastern edge of Siberia, beyond endless forests and frozen rivers, lies
This is Oymyakon, a remote Yakut village cradled in mountains, known as the coldest inhabited place on Earth.
Here, the thermometer can fall below -70 degrees Celsius. The air burns bare skin. Breath freezes before it reaches the ground.
Even the sound of footsteps is muffled beneath the heavy silence of the cold. For most of the world, this would seem unlivable trace. Yet for nearly 1,000 people, Oymyakon is home. The day begins not with sunlight, but with smoke. Inside wooden cabins, families stoke their stoves long before dawn.
Firewood is stacked like treasure, every log cut by hand during the short summer.
In one small house, Sergei, a reindeer herder in his 50s, feeds the fire with dry branches. His beard is rimmed with frost.
It's warmer than yesterday.
Outside, his wife Galina prepares breakfast, infant, thick noodles and frozen horse meat simmering on the stove. Every home smells faintly of smoke and broth, a quiet defiance against the cold. In Oymyakon, there is no running water in winter. Wells freeze solid, so people fetch ice blocks from the river. They melt ice over the fire, storing water in buckets, every drop earned. Children wake slowly, wrapped in layers of wool. Their breath hangs in the air like ghosts.
They dress for school, 3 pairs of socks, 2 coats, fur mittens, and a hat that hides everything but the eyes.
The village school stands in the center of Oymyakon, a low wooden building painted pale blue.
A group of children walk together through the snow, faces hidden behind scarves. Their footsteps crunch. The cold is so intense that the moisture in their eyelashes forms tiny icicles.
The rule here is simple. If it's warmer than -52 degrees Celsius, school is open.
Inside, classrooms are warmed by coal stoves. The windows are sealed with layers of plastic and cloth to keep out drafts. The blackboard glistens with condensation that quickly freezes again.
Beyond the village, the landscape opens into a vast, white emptiness.
At meters at 60 degrees Celsius, engines must never be turned off. Fuel thickens, batteries die instantly.
He loads his rifle, spare gas, and a bag of frozen fish. Out here, you plan for nothing conling, only for survival. The taiga stretches endlessly, larches dusted with frost, mountains hidden behind veils of ice fog. The sound of the engine fades, leaving only the groan of snow underfoot. He searches for traces of hare or moose. Every track tells a story of hunger. By midday, the weak sun hovers like a pale disk above the horizon. The temperature rises to -40. He cuts wood, sets traps, and pauses to drink hot tea, gloves off only for seconds. Frostbite comes quietly here, without warning. Each action is deliberate.
In the heart of the village, the rhythm of survival continues. Women hang laundry indoors. Dogs lie curled in the snow, tails covering their noses, guarding the quiet village. The village store is one of the few heated public spaces to Papin, stocked with bread, dried fish, tea, and diesel.
Supply trucks come only a few times each winter, driving hundreds of kilometers over frozen rivers.
At the edge of the settlement, a herd of Yakutian horses digs through snow to find grass buried beneath. The villagers say, "If the horses can live, we can too." The cold deepens as the light begins to fade. Sergei returns from checking his traps. A few fish, no game. He shakes frost from his eyelashes and feeds his dogs. The animal's thick fur is their only shield. In his shed, blocks of meat hang from hook spools. Natural refrigeration requires no power here. Galina cuts the meat with an axe. Knives are useless once it freezes solid.
She melts snow for soup, humming softly. Her voice echoes against the wooden walls.
By 3 p.m., the sun is already sinking behind the mountains. The sky turns violet, then deep blue.
Children return from school, faces red, eyes bright. Their laughter turns into small clouds of vapor.
The village gathers warmth once more. Fires roar in every home, metal stoves glowing orange. At the local communal bathhouse, steam fills the air. Men and women share stories, laughter, and silence. Outside, stars begin to appear, thousands of them, brighter than anywhere else on Earth.
Sergei steps outside to check on his reindeer. Their breath glows in the dark.
From somewhere far across the valley, a dog howls.
At midnight, Oymyakon is utterly still. Thermometers read -67. Alexei, the hunter, returns home from his day's journey. His face is raw from wind, eyebrows pure white. He lights his stove, feeds his dogs, and whispers to them callous. A ritual more than a habit.
Outside, the aurora begins tremors, faint at first, then rising in ribbons of green and violet.
For a moment, time stands still. The cold, the hardship, the loneliness a seaman. Sergei wakes before the sun, feeds the fire, and boils water for tea. His wife folds reindeer hides near the stove. The children sleep deeply, cocooned in warmth. In the distance, a rooster crows, its sound faint, almost frozen in the air.
Clouds gather over the mountains. The sky turns heavy and white. The temperature rises slightly, a dangerous sign.
Within hours, a blizzard descends. Snow swirls like ash, erasing the horizon. The air becomes a wall of ice.
Alexei presses onward, step by step, using memory to guide him. In the Arctic, sight is useless. Instinct is survival.
After hours of struggle, Alexei reaches the first lights of Oymyakon. His face is frostbitten, his hands numb, but he smiles faintly.
The storm passes by dawn, leaving the village buried in new snow, shriveled, pure, untouched, silent once more.
Morning returns to Oymyakon. The valley glows blue beneath the rising sun. Smoke curls from rooftops again. Children walk to school, their laughter soft against the snow. Life continues Kirti, not in defiance of the cold, but in harmony with it.
Here, survival is not a contest of strength or will. It is a conversation with nature, one whispered through centuries.
In the stillness of this frozen world, the people of Oymyakon remind us, warmth is not just a measure of temperature, but of spirit.